I am a triathlete by Obotette. Okay, athletes. Reading was something Nia really enjoyed. She would choose printed books over digital toys. Comfy and cozy in her favorite nook, Nia was often surrounded by so many books. Treasuring the smell of a new book in her hands, she would often start reading and forget she made plans. A lot of books. The library was where Nia spent most of her time. Each book that she read would help sharpen her mind. That's where she first saw it, written in bold, on bright colored paper tucked in book's fold. One sheet of paper with edges a bit frayed. Nia started to read it, but what did it say? Let's see. Come swim, come bike, come run. A triathlon is so much fun. She paused for a moment and she started to think, what if I try something new? She said with a wink. See? March 23rd. Dozens of thoughts went through Nia's head, but then she remembered all the stories she'd read. Tales that had challenges and poems about pain. Stories filled with courage and some filled with gain. A triathlon could be difficult. She could try and then fail. So Nia took a deep breath and some time to exhale. See? Determination, excitement, anticipation, curiosity. Hopeful, fear, certain, anxiety, reflection, uncertain, empowered. A click of her phone and there was the sight. She would talk with her family and sign up that night. She scoured the internet and checked out some books. She came across a video she could not overlook. This inspirational video planted a seed and reflected the pressure we all feel to succeed. The more Nia watched, the more she learned that courage is not given, it is only earned. If she trained and prepared, there would be no reason to despair. She could define what is success by showing up and doing her best. Nia checked her calendar and made a plan. The very next day, her training began. To research. Soon that excitement turned into regret when she fell off her bike and got very upset. She wasn't even sure she wanted to try anymore. Every day she trained, her muscles were sore. Aww. She pushed past her aches and her pains to become an athlete. Nia got back on her bike with the very next week. A triathlon includes 3 parts, not just one. She still needed to train for swim and the run. Still gotta go. Each step of her training made her feel so alive as she started enjoying being outside. Sometimes she would walk, sometimes she would run. But she just kept on moving each mile as each mile was done. Nia practiced transitioning from her bike to the run, improving her time as she practiced each one. He's training with the run and a dog. Nia thought of the video about being her best. That is, that if she kept training, she'd soon see progress. But training to swim did not come with ease. The thought of drowning made her weak at the knees. She sat at the edge with tears in her eyes, trying her very best not to cry. No, she said with determination. "I won't let this challenge steal my motivation. I won't stop until I am done. I will practice really hard. I will overcome." Swimming pool? Weeks went by as her training increased. Just thinking of the triathlon made her heart skip a beat. The day of the triathlon, it was quite a busy scene as everyone gathered to organize their things. Day is a day. Nia took a deep breath to help calm her fears and carefully set about preparing her gear. See all the gear? Shoes, helmet, glasses. Ready, set, go! Nia took off in stride, determined to leave all her fears far behind. First the swim, then the bike, finally the run. Nia was close to the finish line. Her challenge was nearly done. Okay. Crossing the finish line filled Nia with pride. Just remembering when she started the race, she felt terrified. As she looked at her medal, she started to say, "If I put my mind to it, I can find a way. Today I am a triathlete. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe one day I will challenge the pros." Nothing compared to the medal in her hand as the thought about all of that hardships she had to withstand. Wow. See the medal? Nia thought about the morning she had to get up and train, sometimes having to run in the rain. She's marking off the days on her calendar. She's remembering. Nia thought about what happens when you have the will to try something new and increase your skills. Nia had spent weeks in the pool and time in the gym just to conquer her fear to swim. See, you're swimming? Nia pulled out her phone and reflected on the day. She hit record and started to say, record. Weeks ago, I would never believe that being a triathlete was something I could achieve. All of my planning and reading of books, scouring the internet, and labor that it took. As I look at my medal and what a success simply by showing up and doing my best. Never underestimate how life might unfold when you try something different, something really bold. Change only happens when you try and explore by saying yes to adventure when it knocks on your door. Share. Nia shared the video. She was surprised as it soared, but it gave her an idea that she really adored. Having learned firsthand of the effort it took, Nia was inspired to write her own swim, bike, and run book. Yay!